Good evening, viewers. This is BBI Channel 1, and you are live on Political Review. I'm Asu Channel Peters. Two important stories as it is happening within the political space of Nigeria as Nigeria is building up to the election come Saturday, the 25th day of February 2023. The All Progressive Congress, caucus, their national chairman, had come out to say that the federal government led by Buhari is bent on ensuring that Tinubu loses this election, that the APC will lose the election, pointing out the issue of the current crisis that is hitting hard on Nigeria today. Let us quickly take that one, and when we come back, we'll go over to Lagos, where a court judgment really undermined the plot by Tinubu to rig the Lagos state election. And on this, I will admonish you to sit back, watch this program to the end, and when we come right back from all the news, updates, and highlights of what is happening, then we'll take your calls. You can call 08104545533 to voice in your opinion as to what you think about the build-up stories tonight. Let us quickly take that of the APC caucus making such claim and crying foul. I'll be right back. Don't touch that dial.
That we urge the Attorney General of the Federation and the Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria to respect the Supreme Court's order of interim injunction, which is still persisting. That the meeting is urging His Excellency, Mr. President, to intervene in resolving the issues that are causing these great difficulties to the people and to the economy. Thank you.
What a drama. What a story to be getting through the APC. You see, APC is now having APC opposition within APC, and it's really a clarity to what I've been saying over the time, that there is serious internal war within the APC rank and file. And today, this is, coming very clear to people. It's becoming very clear to people that when I say that Buhari never forgives or forgets, you know the Emilokon, you know the that outburst by Tinubu. These policies that are coming, I'm not surprised about it. I never knew that Buhari is this smart to deal with the man he would never want to hand over already battered Nigeria to, honestly speaking. Now, over to the second story of the court case that had its declaration today as the Labour Party governorship candidate drags INEC alongside with APC in Lagos, plotting to use one of their stooges as distribution agents for this election in Lagos State. MC Olomo or whatever they call him. No, what was that the guy's name? I don't, follow those guys, those talks that these guys normally put out there. But nevertheless, let us quickly take that very news update, or the update is not even much of a news, but I want to bring you that update coming from the court with respect to that very situation.
Commenced by the Labour Party and its governorship candidate in Lagos State, Both Party, and the governorship candidate of Both Party in Lagos State against the Independent Electoral Commission, restraining them and or declaring their action, the engagement of MC Oluomo-led PAC and PAC management in Lagos State for the distribution of electoral and its ad hoc staff during this forthcoming election. By the ruling of the court today on our motion on notice, which had been duly served on INEC, and they have chosen not to come to court. The court has granted our injunction restraining us from further consummating and or continuing the engagement of MC Oluomo-led Park Management Committee in Lagos State for the distribution of electoral materials and its agenda during this forthcoming election. I'm grateful for my court, for the Lord, for his courage, for granting his order, which has further shown and further spoken to the independence of the judiciary and the strength of the judiciary in Nigeria continue to do the right thing and toe the path for the development of the nation and its laws.
Yeah, welcome back. This is still BVI Channel 1 Political Review, and you are still live on air. We're talking about these two important stories that just came up from the decks of both APC and that of the Labour Party candidate in Lagos State. We're talking about the internal war that is ravaging through APC. We've seen that not just governors of APC led by El-Rufai, and as well, the national leadership of APC are all crying foul that Buhari, after enjoying the APC tenure in government as the president, he doesn't want APC to win. Talking about Tinubu. What do you make of it? You can drop your comment on the comment section, or you call 08104545533, or you can also reach us through your comment section. We are going to be reading it out as this program continues. Meanwhile, I'll be joined by the team of our analysts who always join us on this program to highlight some of these issues that we are bringing up on the program tonight. So you sit right back and be part of this program. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Let's get your opinion as we continue to make to give your voice and make our people to seek what is happening within the political space in Nigeria. I think I have Henry already seated. Henry, good evening. Hello, Henry. Hello, Henry. Can you speak up? Unmute yourself. I don't think he's getting it. Hello, Henry. Unmute yourself.
Okay, yeah. Can you hear me? Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Henry. You're welcome to the program.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, Henry, let's get your opinion as to the headline we are bringing out tonight. The APC national body are crying foul that Buhari do not want APC to win, having enjoyed his 8 years tenure under the APC. What can you make of it? Talking about he's actually referring to this crisis that is happening in Nigeria.
For me, I think at this point, I don't know if I would say that Buhari intentionally or otherwise scored an own goal. But all the same, for me, I think is a welcome development, not minding the desperate and unfortunate situation of the APC elements, mostly the governors. But one thing I can assure Nigeria is that this is a win-win for everybody, for you and I, because it will reduce that anxiety, that fear, and that old notion that election cannot work. It has reduced it by 30 or 40%. So the coast is now clear for people to now go out and ventilate their opinion through the polls. And for me, it's a welcome development.
Okay, thank you very much. We have the other person there. I think he's a Mecca. We also have Ndubisi and Enugu there. Hello, Ndubisi.
Yeah, hello, Chinedu.
Good. What's your take on what we just take? Let's start with that of the APC. Well, let me hang on, my people. Let me. All right, you can go ahead. Let's take your opinion first before we start taking in calls. Hello, Ndubisi, go ahead.
Yes, I said on what? I just joined.
On the issue of Tinubu through the national body, their national APC caucus came up to say that Buhari do not want Tinubu to win. And as well, with this whole crisis and the rest of them having enjoyed, the news out there. With respect to this money crisis and the whole of things, that they should respect the court judgment. CBN should respect the court injunction and the rest of them.
Well, Chinedu, thank you so much. From day one, I said Peter Obi is on the Vibe project. Without God intervention, Peter Obi goes nowhere. So what you are seeing now is God's hand work. God is at work. Whatever thing that is happening is designed by God. Because I as a person, even though I'm a social scientist, but I believe in God's intervention in the affairs of man. I want to go spiritual in this case because yes, because I know in politics 1 + 1 will not give you 2. No matter how hard, how prepared you are, you could imagine without. Hey, I'm hearing voice from the background.
Go ahead. You're coming out well. You're coming out well, Ndubisi. Go ahead.
So I said, from what is happening now, right now, I see God has at the affairs of man. God has already put crisis in the household of enemies. Enemies starting from the time Tinubu was picked as APC presidential person. It should have been Professor Osinbajo. Osinbajo should have won that primary election, But God has already designed that somebody like Tinubu will come out. Of course, you look at APC, it should have been weaker. Being a governor.
You're talking about PDP.
Yes, of course, I'm talking about PDP now. I'm talking about PDP. APC. So it should have been weaker. But you know how God played the whole thing out. It's not done by P2B. It's not done by us. God designed it to happen the way it happened.
Okay, Andy, you guys should hang on. Let us quickly take a caller. Then I'll come right back to you guys. I'll be back. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. Your name and where you calling from?
I'm still remember Odogo from Turkey.
Fire on, my brother.
You see, my brother, it's good. Do you know why I like what is happening now? I love it so much. The The masses have suffered. It is time. It is time for them to see what the masses are suffering. And I will beg the masses to just hold on. Hold on. Because that man over there, they thought he's a stooge. It's not a stooge. He was waiting for them to finish whatever was going to do. Let me tell you one secret people doesn't know. You see all of them. During the election, he will place them under house arrest. If you cast your vote, you go there, go back to your as a governor. Go start as a governor. Some of their agents, all those money back they feel that will carry on. Some of them will be, they will arrest them. Maybe they pay. They will not see them again because he's determined. All of them are determined to make Nigeria go front. Are determined because they know they have failed. So the only thing they can do to Nigeria now is okay, elect whoever you want. Forget the speech Buhari come to, was it 2 days ago, say vote for the look at his face. He's not supporting Tinubu. Now lie.
His actions speaks more than
Yes, and I want to tell you something. There's somebody in Nigeria never knew who he is. General Obasanjo. Obasanjo have produced many presidents after he left office. Are you aware?
Yeah.
So if Obasanjo say this is this, 2 years ago, and people doesn't know, he took Obi round the north. 2 years ago, he took Obi round the north. What people doesn't know about those things.
So it has always been P2B for Obasanjo.
That is Obasanjo. You see, for Obasanjo to tell you to say this is the person, forget it. It's the person that bring anything. When you talk of bringing, everything is the master.
So you believe, okay, as a Nigerian now, as you are now, do you think that the greatest achievement Buhari can give to Nigerians after the 8 years of horrible government is free and fair election?
That's the only thing. That's the only thing Nigeria will use to forgive him. I'm telling you,
really?
If you do this thing fair and fair, Nigeria will tell him, Abu Salam Abubakar, what Abu Salam Abubakar did, he conducted the election. Nigeria forgot his past, forget whatever he did when he was the head of state. So if Buhari can succeed this thing, forget it. Nigeria will clap for him. They will say, okay, forget it. Everybody can do mistake.
Really? Oh, that's great.
Yes, everybody can do mistake. For him to conduct this election. And that's one thing APC are failing to understand, that some people have swear to sacrifice their life in this election. Youth, they have swear. You see their life, we will sacrifice it. Because if they defeat them, my brother, all of us are going to cry.
Yeah.
Including me, when they're talking, we will cry.
All right. Thank you very much, Odogu, for calling.
Yeah.
And
welcome.
And those of you out there, you can always join this program by calling 08104545533. We are live on air, or you can just drop your comment. We are going to read it on the comment section as we continue on this program. Don't forget, this is live on Political Review. Right here, we still have our team of analysts who are waiting on the call center, call room center. All right, Emeka, if I'm not mistaken, is Emeka Ozugbo there?
No, Emeka is not here.
Oh, all right, is it Isama that I'm seeing?
Yes.
Isama, welcome.
Thank you.
Let's have your opinion quickly.
Okay, concerning the
APC, we are dealing with the APC, fighting APC. You know, we have APC inside the APC. APC as opposition and APC in government.
I'm really happy what's happening. You know, it's Mr. NBC was saying he wants to give the should I say the credit to spirituality and God. But my own thinking, I think it's more politics. There are different shades of politics. You can put fire into someone's family and and take over the whole family and stuff. So what I feel what is happening in APC is, I think it's on purpose. There are some people that are in APC that are for Labour Party, and they are inside APC to cause division, distraction. Not everybody that likes Tinubu in the same APC, that kind of thing. And it's not everybody that are in APC that are instituting division and infighting in APC. It's politics. It's politics. Mr. Tinubu should know. He should know more. It's politics. But we should not discount the event of God, because it's God that is fashioning all the whole scenario, since when Peter Obi come to Labour Party, and since when, because assuming they brought in someone like let's say Osibanjo, APC brought in someone like Osibanjo, I don't think Peter Obi will stand the chance.
Yeah. Because I agree with you, because it would have been a close shot. PDP bringing Wike, it would have been a very difficult battle for Peter Obi. But with what is happening, I believe that everything is falling in place. I've said it before on this platform that this obedient movement is a spiritual thing. Just check the track record of everyone that had risen his or her head against this obedient movement. Their experience is not really palatable. But it's true now. Yeah, it's true. Now, Henry, someone that just called in from Odogu from Turkey just called in and said that if Buhari should give Nigerians free and fair election, that all his sins of past governance will be forgiven. Do you agree with him?
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to Henry, but I think Henry went on mute. Okay, you can take it, Isama. Isama, take it.
I can talk.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead, Henry.
I don't think I will subscribe to what Mr. Odogu was saying.
Why?
I don't understand, because if you check his antecedents, I keep saying Buhari has never been in charge of anything. The first time he came, he failed. So when people come out to say they want to forgive Buhari, I rather blame those who that voted him at the issue. This was a man that showed that he cannot perform and will never perform. I don't have that capacity. He still reinforced him in 2015. I still want ahead to reinforce him again in 2019. You are now hoping to say you are going to forgive him. So for me, you can't give what you don't have. Buhari has tried his best, and his best is not enough. But there's a way God works there, because he's an elderly man, he has conscience. He has seen that he has failed. So he's not looking for that parting gift he used to assuage and redeem his image. So that's what he's trying to do, so that at the long run, in the annals of history, at least you have a name for himself, not only for him, but his family and his descendants. So that's what I think that is going to happen.
Is that not good enough for him to be forgiven, Henry? You think that if we had, just like Buhari, I don't think he's an ambitious man. At least his ambition, he has fulfilled it, that he wants to be president of this country. And that is why he has been running. And even when he got tired of running, Emiloko fired him up, and he became the president. Now, Emiloko now came out to, that day he made that outburst. I said, this man has shot himself in the leg. That this man that he's attacking, Buhari will deal with him, because Buhari never forgives or forgets. Now,
Bedu?
Yeah.
Do you know what you're telling me now? It's just like when a thief will come to your house and steal 10 billion. Then when you're able to run around and get police and get him finally, he's able to return around 9 billion and keep 1 billion. You say, oh, let's forgive him. He's able to return 9 billion. He's no longer a thief. A failure is a failure. There's nothing to understand, to forgive or forget about it. This is that, just like a normal human being, you want to really redeem his image, which is very forgivable at his own level, for people that want to forgive. For me, I never hope in Buhari. I know he will fail. He has been a failure. He has nothing to offer. So if he decide at the 11th hour to do the needful, good for everybody. But the good thing is that what is going to happen is this: whether Peter Obi or Tinubu or Atiku, the dynamics of election in Nigeria has changed, and it's for good. People like Obi or Sibanjo now begin to come out, because you can never leave governance to ragtags like Tinubu. So this is why more learned and eminent and some people should come out and buy propositions, so they can take back our society from these renegades and politicians. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. We will be going back to our comment section to take some of the commentaries that have already come in. But before then, I would like to bring you refresh your mind on the issue we are discussing, coming from the APC national body, from the chairman, who is crying foul that Buhari policy on this new Naira note and what is happening in Nigeria today is undermining the APC possibility to win this election. So he's now like urging the CBN and the federal government to listen or obey the court order, as they have brought the case to before the court. Now let us quickly refresh our mind on this very incident, and I will be right back. Don't forget, this is a live program on Political Review. Your opinion is highly needed on this issue. You can call 08104545533 when we come right back on this program. Don't go away.
That we urge the Attorney General of the Federation and the Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria to respect the Supreme Court's order of interim injunction, which is still existing. That the meeting is urging His Excellency, Mr. President, to intervene in resolving the issues that are causing these great difficulties to the people and to the economy. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome back. On the other news, we are going to take a look quickly at the court judgment as brought to the public notice by the governorship candidate and his legal team on the issue of INEC employing an APC member, APC stooge, the chairman of all touts in Lagos State, as an agent, appointing him as an agent of distribution of materials, electoral materials in Lagos State. So let us have that very update. I'll be right back.
Commenced by the Labour Party and its governorship candidate in Lagos State, Boot Party, and the governorship candidate of Boot Party in Lagos State against the Independent Electoral Commission, restraining them and or declaring their action, the engagement of MC Oluomo-led PAC and PAC management in Lagos State for the distribution of electoral and its ad hoc staff during this forthcoming election. By the ruling of the court today on our motion on notice, which had been duly served on INEC, and they have chosen not to come to court. The court has granted our injunction restraining us from further consummating and or continuing the engagement of MC Oluomo-led Park Management Committee in Lagos State for the distribution of electoral materials and its ad hoc during this forthcoming election. I'm grateful for my court, for the Lord, for his courage, for granting his order, which has further shown and further spoken to the independence of the judiciary and the strength of the judiciary in Nigeria continue to do the right thing and toe the path for the development of the nation and its laws.
Gentlemen, we are welcome back again, and we still have the our team of analysts, and the new entrant just came in, Queen Madu. You're welcome to the discussion tonight. And sorry, gentlemen, we just had a hitch. Queen, let's have your intro first, then we continue with our discussion.
Sorry. Hello?
Yeah, Queen. Let's have your intro as to what you are talking about today. What's your opinion?
I haven't got the
We can't hear you properly.
I said I've not got. I don't.
Okay. You just joined us. Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right. Let's go on. Let's go on with the second news, which is very, very important, because a lot of people have been carrying about this APC member that was employed or appointed by INEC to be part of the distribution agent for the materials for the election.
Yes.
I can't remember the guy's name again, because
MC Olomo.
No, is he MC Olomo? I thought MC Olomo is the one.
Yes.
Name of the PDP presidential, the PDP governorship candidate, Lagos.
Jando.
Okay, I mistake the two names. Okay, MC Olomo, that means I've been correct all this while because I don't want to make mistake. Okay, the MC Olomo, now the Labour Party candidate in Lagos State, governorship candidate in Lagos State, took INEC to court, prohibiting them to from using that man MC Olomo as one of their agents in distribution of electoral materials.
That's correct.
So that's the story. What's your take on it? How is Lagos State people taking that news?
For now, people are really open to electing who they want to, and they actually want to see after electing Lagos, because with what is happening or what happening in Lagos, they always intimidate voters with the force. Most places they have this so much ritual and culture for hungry. They spend so much money on them. So people are trying to actually fight that culture, that tradition that Lagos is known for. So presently, I have the poster around my area, because when they post it, it's so important. I think people are now open to vote and for who they want, and I think they actually have accepted that. So we don't know the effect of the start today. For now, everywhere is calm. It's telling my area, everywhere is calm here. So if on Saturday we will know the effect. If truly he is not going to be among those that are going to distribute electoral material.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Queen, for that update from Lagos State. To Ndubisi, you heard what Ndubisi, let me take it from
Somebody
you.
done it something.
You talked about we saw that of El-Rufai giving a counter order to Kaduna State people on the issue of the Naira notes. Do you think he committed treason there? Because people are saying he committed treason.
Well, I'm not a lawyer, but from a layman point of view, I do not think he committed any treason, and he has not committed any offense.
By
going by the law.
by giving a counter order from the, is that not someone, what they call it, is it under hate speech, or someone promoting what they call it, creating a kind of confusion or trying to cause public disorder? If it's an ordinary person out there, promoting such counter directive, don't you think that the law enforcement agencies will bounce on the person?
I do not think so. Chinedu know that Nigeria is operating a federal system of government. The president is not father of all. The president of Nigeria has his own defined constitutional limitation.
That doesn't. Don't you think that the regulation of the monetary policy is exclusive for the federal government?
Wait. Now let me talk now. It's not the issue of exclusivity. It is the issue of Supreme Court pronouncement. If Nigeria is obeying the law, the presidency, who is Buhari, should obey the law of the land. The Supreme Court is the highest court of the land. Supreme Court made pronouncement for execution of that policy. Remember, the case is between federal and state. Central Bank is not even a party to that. So the blame should first go to Supreme Court. Why should Supreme Court even give a stay of execution that all the parties involved to maintain status quo till 15th, and later on Supreme Court made that mistake at first instance? I'm not saying that El-Rufai, El-Rufai, from records, people have already cited cases where El-Rufai disobeyed court order. It's not one, it's not second. Even when he was Minister of FT, Federal Capital Territory, people have already cited it. But for me, this reference case, I do not think that El-Rufai has committed anything. The man understood law, and he did it with every sense of authority. Why is it that nobody has arrested him? Why is it that federal government has not challenged him? They can't, because federal government broke their own law. And that is why Buhari is trying to change. Right now, as at today, tomorrow, banks are receiving those 500 and 1,000 naira gold notes. Why are they still receiving it? Why are they still receiving it? Because they want to obey court judgment. Like I said previously, let us not use because of rat. A rat entered inside the house. We want the whole house on fire. Let us not, because we hate politicians, or we don't want them to buy votes. Therefore, we want to support illegality to start. So
both the federal government, I'm sorry to cut you short there. Both the federal government and the state governments, as you have highlighted, the person of El-Rufai, have all flouted the law. Now, what is the essence of going to justice? When you are going to justice, they say you should go with a clean hand. So, does it make sense?
So you are saying that one is another case altogether. It's another day's discussion. It's another day's discussion.
But now the issue on ground, the people are now saying, oh, the people as they have adopted a survival mode to go through this situation. So, what are you saying? Are you saying that the people who have survived this far, they should, the people, there is clear evidence. We've seen a video somewhere in, I think, Osun State or Ondo State, one of the states in the West, where politicians are already dishing out the old 1,000 naira notes they stockpiled, telling them that the banks will still collect it. So you see that these guys are the ones pursuing. The motive for going to court is not for the well-being of Nigerians or for the suffering Nigerians. Nigerians who are suffering have accepted their fate and said, if we are going to survive this 1 week so that we will be liberated from bad governance, I think they should, go ahead. What do you think?
I don't even understand your question.
It's not a question. I want you to react to it.
Sorry, I think I understand where Tinubu is going. Tinubu is trying to say that this is hypocrisy for APC governors and their spokesperson to be saying they are concerned about the sufferings of the market. We have been suffering for 8 years. Why are they concerned about the new law? Why is it their problem if they actually have the people at heart? They don't have the people at heart. I think it's their own selfish interest. That is why they are so concerned about the new law. Like you said, there are politicians that are actually sharing money. It was in Osun State. So all these things is for their own business. As far as it's not it's affecting them, they will now bring the masses in front to think that they are fighting for the masses. El-Rufai is not that benevolent to fighting for the masses. He's doing whatever he's doing for his own self and his own selfish gain and interest. So I get where Tinubu is going to. Whatever he's doing now is for his interest. It's not for the masses. And for the past 8 years, we have been suffering. So this 1 week, or rather these 5 days, we're not going to die. The policy is okay, and the policy will remain.
Okay, Isama, let me bring you into the discussion. What's your take on what we're talking about? Isama?
I've been listening and I understand from your view that El-Rufai is going against Buhari's injunction. Buhari has exclusive, if you understand what I mean by exclusive power.
Yeah.
That
go on.
And for any governor to look a bit, you know how that sounds. If you sound like a pastor, arrest El-Rufai, but based on party affiliation and based on the president of Buhari, he's just lenient. There's some president that will sue him to court. Supreme Court gave their own verdict that they should do away with. But the president can veto the Supreme Court's decision. He has the power to veto the Supreme Court's decision.
No,
Based
he
on our
don't.
Nigeria.
Based on all this,
I don't think he has the power to veto the decision of the Supreme Court.
no, he doesn't have.
But people,
Yes.
but sometimes this Supreme Court, we have seen over time how compromised those men can be. Honestly speaking, the kind of judgment we've seen them throughout this period, one would wonder if actually they shouldn't be left there to continue with that impunity and impeding on justice. That's my opinion.
Hello, Chinedu, let me make my point. Chinedu, let me make my point clear at this point. You know, it's not like me personally. I'm supporting Aero 5 or Supreme Court, but the point should be met. These politicians are pursuing their personal interest against public interest, and thank God, obedient movement or maybe GGF or Chinedu or BVI to the world has raised the consciousness of people to begin to appreciate their inalienable right, their fundamental human right they have to take power. That power belongs to the people. You know, before now, people are so docile. People are politically indifferent. People don't care. People don't know that in politics they make decisions that will affect the way they even sleep with their wife or the way the wife will sleep with their husband. People don't know. People in the church believe that God will do it. It's God. Everything is God. Election day, many of them will go to the church and others will be at football, playing their football match. Some of us that believe in Biafra will do offense and say we are not Biafrans, you know. But thank God, GGM, obedient movement, they have raised the consciousness of people to know that with this voters card, we can actually take the power. So we can begin to define what is right and what is wrong. And going forward, we will now, you know, because the people sitting inside have already known that people are no longer sleeping. People are everywhere, watching them and looking at what they are doing. So they will be conscious of the kind of decision they are making or the kind of judgment or pronouncement they are making. You know, so the point should be noted at this point, Chinedu. Buhari, Supreme Court, El-Rufai, all these politicians, Tinubu, they are pursuing their personal interests. Whether Naira redesigning, they are pursuing. You know, when this issue of Naira redesigning came up, I told you, as somebody who has monetary experience, that you don't set your house on fire because you want to kill Iran. There are so many ways to go about these things. You don't use because politicians or Tinubu pack 100 billion naira you will share in during an election day and say you want to change the currency. Why not leave the changing of currency till after election? Or why not do it 6 months back? If you suspect Tinubu, you go straight and arrest him. Go straight and are you scared of Tinubu? With all the soldiers, I heard a few days ago that federal government moved soldiers.
We are losing you. We are losing that call. Andy, are you there? Okay, while we wait for Andy to come in, Henry, because we're wrapping up any moment
Hello.
from now. Yeah, Henry, just your inputs so that we wrap it up because we're wrapping it up already.
Hello, Mr. Chinedu. I think we are overplugging this issue. Do you hear me?
Yeah, go on.
first and foremost, that case for me is not justiciable.
Okay.
The Rufai has no locus standi to file that suit because monetary policy is the exclusive reserve of federal government. So both the Supreme Court, Rufai, CBN, they all combine together to fail themselves. But thank God their antics never work for the masses. Do you understand? Just like Mr. Andy said there, in all of this confusion and back and forth, it behoves on us the citizens to be very discerning, use our survival strategy, bid our time, and follow our nose in such a way that on that very day, that candidate we know that can take us away from status quo and take us to the promised land, we just focus on that day and do the magic. That's what I expect from Nigerians. But all this hulabalo, all this back and forth about Rufai and this, I can tell you, all those things are exercise in confusion. We should not lose sight of our duty that day, which is to elect a good president. That's my take.
Okay, thank you very much for you joining this program. Isama, your concluding remark, then we take that of Pain and wrap it up.
Okay. Concluding remark, it remains the same. We should not do activities, prepare, call our family member, call our colleague, call everybody, make sure that all the select good leaders, we've been in this suffering for 8 years now. Let the following 4 years and the following 8 years be a reward for our suffering. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And to Queen Omado, you can unmute yourself and let us wrap it up on today's program.
Yeah, we've fought, we've cried, we've written, we've done everything we said. You have done a lot. So we just pray for a beautiful result because performance is important result. So when we have done the performance, we are now which is going to show on Saturday. I've done my own part. I've spoken to my people. They have their activities. Some of them are even traveling down to their polling to go and vote. So we just pray that will be a massive outcome of Saturday, hopefully. Let's see if we're going to be liberated from this suffering by the grace of God.
Thank you very much, gentlemen and lady. God bless you all, and we hope that you're going to join us on our subsequent program as we are building up to this election come Saturday, the 25th day of February 2023. I'm Asuchidad Peters. I'm signing out on this note saying stay blessed, stay connected, and stay safe. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Drop your comment. Let us always continue to have your opinion as the discussion continues. Bye-bye for now. Till I meet you next time.